Hi, this is Dan, editor at Scootering magazine. We're just doing a small series of videos in relation to an upcoming series of articles in the magazine. The series will be headed up by Stan, who's doing a trip to Poland on his Lambretta. So we're going to do a few unboxing videos of some of the products that we've got lined up to go in the engine. It's a small block engine for his Lambretta, and so let's take a look at some of the products. Right, the next couple of items that we're going to have a look at is the carburettor and the engine furniture. We've had a look at the Quattrini kit and the SIP crank and a couple of other items. If you want to see those, check out our other videos. It's not really an in-depth technical analysis, it's just more of an unboxing to see what is the entire component range that he's going to be using on his trip to Poland. So if and when you read about it in the magazine, you'll know what went into this engine, how it got on there, and how he fared with any problems as he went along the way. So at the moment we're just going to take a look at the carburettor he's using. It's the Dellorto, it's the 30mm flat slide. These are great little carbs. They can be a bit more fussy to set up than the 34mm flat slide. This is the VHSH 30. It's the flat slide which gives a very good throttle reaction, which is probably more important for somebody on the racetrack than it is on the road. If you're on a budget, this level of carburettor will probably give you just a fraction more peak BHP, but will probably be a tiny little bit more thirstier than a round slide PHBH. I love the 30mm Dellorto PHBH. I think it's a very underrated carb. There's a ton of information about the Dellorto carbs out there, a ton of jetting information which makes them very easy to set up, and parts are readily available. So I'm a big fan of the Dellorto stuff. This is a nice quality carb, so if your budget can stretch to it and you want the benefit of the additional peak horsepower, then this is a great carb to go for, and it will suit the Quattrini setup very, very well. As I say, the peak horsepower is the real benefit, and the quick throttle reaction on the racetrack. Ultimately on the road, maybe it's a bit of a compromise in terms of miles per gallon, but other than that, great bit of kit, and as I say, it'll go well with the cylinder and the pipe and the crank that we're going to be using on the Quattrini build. The other bit of kit that we're going to have a look at in this video is the engine furniture setup from Glasgow Lambretta. It's under their own brand, which is, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, it's called Fortified. I'd not heard of that before, but it's apparently their own in-house brand. They've got a few items coming out under that brand name, so if you see the name Fortified, you know it's from Glasgow Lambretta. The engine furniture kit, I understand, is just over £100, and it's a really nice quality bit of engine furniture. It comes with the swivel, the cable block, the tie rod, the oil plugs and the breather plug. So nice bit of kit. Yeah, it's a bit of blink for your engine. It's not completely necessary if you're on a budget, but if you've got a few quid to spare and you want something that just finishes everything off nicely, some of the old stuff can have a lot of play in it, so that is one benefit for the gear change at least, that the action of it does take up some of the sloppiness in it. It is a nice bit of kit, and it's worth the money in my opinion if you want that nice finish to your engine.